Hi, you're about to get a quick and easy lesson on how water uh, in the Mississippi River Valley eventually makes it to the Gulf of Mexico and mixes with water from the Atlantic Ocean and the waters of the world, for that matter. We're going to start with showing you uh, some weather over the United States. And you can see here that it is currently raining over what looks like Ohio and all through the Midwest here, parts of Florida, and off the coast, East Coast. Zooming in farther, this water, as you can see, is falling upon the land. And when it falls upon the land, it collects in, uh, runs off the land into waterways, small creeks, eventually onto rivers. We're going to go to the headwaters of the Mississippi, and we'll get rid of the weather because it's not raining up there right now. The headwaters in the Mississippi are located in northern Wisconsin, western Wisconsin, Minnesota, and no one knows for sure where the headwaters are because there seems to be a lot of different small rivers running into what eventually becomes the Mississippi. We'll move on to some larger rivers in Wisconsin. We have the Chippewa River. And the Chippewa River, not a large river by any means. And we'll do a quick. The Chippewa River, you know, about a tenth of a mile wide at this point. Not very big. And the reason I'm showing you that is because later on I want you to see how as water is collecting, how it's increasing the size of the river. Larger river, also in Wisconsin, that's flowing into the Mississippi, the Wisconsin River. And it's a little bit bigger. At this point, the Wisconsin is almost 2/10 of a mile wide. Eventually, these rivers all flow into the Mississippi. The Mississippi River at this point is almost a half a mile wide. Backing up so you can get a bigger picture. All up through here, the headwaters of the Mississippi. Some people think they might even be up as far as that. As water falls upon the land, it eventually makes its way to the Mississippi. You see these patterns here? These are all where water is running off from higher altitudes, eroding away and flowing down into small creeks and smaller rivers, and they're eventually making it to the Chippewa and to the Mississippi. Other rivers that are flowing into the Mississippi, other large ones. Illinois River, the Ohio River, which has been collecting river water throughout the Ohio River Valley, all the way up to Kentucky, Pennsylvania, flows off in this direction. As you can see, all of this water is collecting, continuing to collect into the Mississippi River. In fact, at this point, The Mississippi River, I believe, is about a mile wide. 1.01 miles wide. The water that was collected in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, all eventually makes its way down to the Mississippi River Delta. You see this large chunk of land. The mouth of the Mississippi used to be way up here, but as it carried dirt and silt from the states above, it built up the river delta. The mouth of the Mississippi is a tough one. It could be one of these or all of these, and they're flowing into the Gulf of Mexico. And as you can see, the Gulf of Mexico through the Keys of Florida is connected to the Atlantic Ocean. So there you have it. Water that fell on the Mississippi River Valley, as far north as Minnesota, eventually made it to the Gulf of Mexico and mixed with the waters of the world.